You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, how's it going? Welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. Man, I am so excited to see all of you guys here with us tonight. There are over 26,000 of you guys on the phone lines with us. How's it going? How you doing? Some of you guys in the browser and in the chat room. Hey, be sure to hit me up, slide into the DMs. Some of you guys are on Google Hangout. That is all good. So welcome. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys is to stick it out, keep going. You've come all this way, invested irreplaceable time. Don't stop now. Each moment brings you closer and closer to the success that you desire. Each action ensures that you will get there that much sooner. Have you ever wondered how many people give up when they are just a week or a month away from finally succeeding? Man, what a shame. What a waste. Keep going. Determination will prevail over any obstacle. Consistent effort will win out over genius, luck, or talent. When things get difficult, it's probably because you're starting to make a difference. Continue doing it. Keep up the effort. You'll soon be there. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens, or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book your interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
Tonight's interview is the Kaiya Interview, and I am your host. Of course, my name is Dini. And, I just say again, welcome to the show. We are the people who have dedicated their mornings, weekdays, nights to music, books, films, news, business ventures, conspiracies, and just talking every aspect and every general subject matter that you can think about. We'll probably discuss it, From our incredible writing and promotion here on our new Facebook page, you can find that at Vigilantes Radio on Facebook, to our interviews and music show, which is right now on this very podcast, or our spiritual and comedic, intelligent and controversial talk on a show that we got, or that we have called Skeptics. Oh yeah. Or our brand new show called Hated It. And that's where Mike and I review movies of all kind and do voiceover comedy. We spend each and every day giving our maximum effort to create a vibrant, exciting indie and professional community for all creative minds that coexist in this beautiful artistic world. Our special guest tonight is the phenomenon known as Kaiya. So let's go ahead and bring her on. Hey, Kaiya, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How is it going?
Hi, Danny. Yo. How you been?
Doing great. How are you?
Amazing. One amazing night in New York.
Yeah. Cool deal. So what is the weather currently like right now at this very moment?
I believe it's high 70s. It's super hot and, typical summer. It's heat, non-stop. Where people dream of the ocean 24/7.
Definitely. Good. Okay. So let's start at the very beginning. Like, why did you choose music? Or better yet, how I like to say, why do you think music chose you?
Well, I always feel like I wanted to sing and I wanted to compose, and one of the dreams was I wanted to play piano, just, close your eyes and play wherever you want. But I never managed to have a time for it because I was growing up dancing and I was into art school and just too many things. And I finally found the time, and I think it was the right. I believe it just everything happened in the right time in your life. Mm-hmm. So somebody happened to present me for my birthday piano, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess it's gonna hit me now. So I learned how to play, and I dive all the way in. Okay. And it just shows me, I guess. It was always a dream, and I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, and it did.
Nice. So how old were you when you first just... All right, well, let's talk about that. How old were you when you, discovered that you had a talent?
I knew I had a voice, but I knew I had to work on my voice probably all the way growing up. But 2-3 years ago, I found a teacher who really believed in me. And she's like, you have that voice. I'm like, no, I don't. I just want to play music. She's like, no, I'm telling you, you have the voice. I'm a teacher, so listen to me. I'm like, okay, fine. You're right. And I'm a Virgo. I just agree to people. I'm like, whatever, sure. And she just convinced me. She's like, yeah, girl, you got it. So 2 years ago, I started singing, and it's been a roller coaster, honestly.
Okay. So how old were you when you turned professional?
I was 23.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, in the music standards, is kind of like, I know ballerina have to start young. I don't know, if musician have to be like from year 2, or it's acceptable
yeah.
to start whenever.
I mean, some people live by that.
Yeah, it's when I started to really work on my voice daily, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have it. 'Cause I didn't know what to do with it all my life. Like, I know I have it, but I don't know how it's gonna sound. Do I go lower? Do I go higher? Do I go in the middle?
All right.
And yeah,
I believe that it doesn't matter when you start, as long as you start. You know.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Definitely. All right. So, what about what's happening with you today? Like, catch us all up with all this excitement that's going on with Kaiya.
Well, I'm constantly learning all different programs just to be more reachable, do like more stuff in electronic version of it. And I'm working on 2 music videos. One all shoot. I'm just working with my guys on the production now. And another one I'm shooting next week in Hampton. So I'm taking all the like ballet and contemporary dance classes, because I have like way too many ideas how we're gonna explore this into life. And a couple new songs coming up. I'm thinking of doing a R&B rap song with my girlfriend, because she just kind of hit me with this idea. And you know, it's a little bit different from usual Kaiya, but it's still gonna be, you know, on a sweeter side. Just everything together. I guess something about New York, you just can't stop. You always run and do and work 24/7.
Yeah. So what do you want?
Crazy energy.
Oh yeah, crazy energy. Yeah, New York is like the mecca for crazy energy and music.
Yeah, whenever you chill, you're like, am I doing something wrong? Should I be actually working and not sleeping at all?
Yeah. So what do you want people who aren't familiar with Kaiya to know about you?
I think it's like that Kaiya is this person or character who's hiding a deep passion for Rumi and Middle Eastern poetry, something from kind of a different century, but getting back like a flashback into our century. Because I have a lot of love for poetry and love letters, and it's just so touching to me, which I'm trying to bring back. But I'm still into electronics and a good beat and collaboration and experience with your voice, because it's just so cool. As much as I love jazz, I wouldn't be completely into jazz just because, you know, it's a history. And I don't know if you know about this movement called Butter. It's like R&B hip hop with jazz, which I'm in love with. So I'm found in my middle in everything.
Yep. So it has to be like a pretty exciting time to be a part of the Kaiya team. I mean, you released some singles. They've been ramping things up for you. Like, there's media postings about you here. There's blog information about you here. You're in this magazine, that magazine. So tell us about all these records and like what went on behind the scenes of the song's conception.
Well, I'm working with an amazing team, and they just, I can really trust those guys because I can see where it's coming from. It's such a talented team, and really a lot of support coming out from them. And since we started working together, it's been a lot of hours of, you know, kind of a battle in a good way, because I'm trying to do something and they're like, no, but what about this? And we're all trying to get reach higher and get better, and I love them in the end, you know. But we do hit like hard rocks when we're like, no, I want to do it this way, and like, no, what about this way? And but it's a work process. They pretty next to me all start from friendship. They're from Bushwick, so I'm just taking the cab like 10 minutes away, and I'm up in my studio. But you know, when you're working with friends, it's even harder because you're like, I love you, but I'm right. No, do it my way. And you end up screaming the show like, I'm not screaming at you. Yes, you are. Like, okay, I am. Yeah.
Okay. So, where did you record those songs at? And, like, how long did the entire process take you?
I have a studio in Bushwick. We have actually a couple of studios in Bushwick and Long Island. Depends on the production. The first song I did took me a while, just because, you know, as whenever you do something new, it's you, like, do baby steps. On the second song, it was half the time. So I'm like, what about the third song? And now I'm doing 2 songs at the same time, which I think can take a couple of months. And another extra month for just to put everything together. But answering your question, the first song I think took me like almost half a year to do, just because I was trying to find like how I wanted to be, how do I want to sound, where do I want to be, and it was a challenge of finding yourself.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. So, this genre that you're in is called electronic indie pop, which is one of my favorites, by the way, because of an artist by the name of IMX. He's also known as Chris Connor from the Sneaker Pimps, but he's also a lot of other things too. But what are the differences and similarities of electronic indie pop and just plain old indie pop?
I think it's giving you. It's just more sophisticated to me, and it's giving you more story, and it's giving you more beat and more energy. I love the band you just mentioned, and I'm kind of like floating in between different singers, which I appreciate, but. Was the real difference because they just, like, I would say cooler in a way. They sound more like less girl-ish and just can be for anybody, where people don't want to go hard rock and don't want to go too tripping into the house music and just want to be cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of times, and sometimes, I guess, people view music as a product, or, well, if you're in business, it's a product. If you're just I don't know what to say, but, you know, people view music as a drug sometimes, you know, whichever floats their boat. How can a listener get the most out of your music, in your opinion?
Oh, I like to see my music as more of a chill morning vibe. You know, when you wake up, you don't want to hear something too poppy, too dramatic, too loud, and you're just slowly waking up and you start playing games. You're like, okay, well, good morning to me. I have a struggle, always struggle to figure out the song for my alarm. And it's been my song for a couple months, because I'm like, okay, it's slow, it's nice, you're waking up with a smile. And I think I was started going this genre because I wanted to create music where it was like more like loungy and sweet, good vibes music without going too crazy, because you have to start from somewhere. You can't go into dance straight away. Well, you can, but usually it's going step by step. And everybody needed little songs for, you know, brunch party, where you just want to see your friends. You don't want to scream into lyrics. You just want to feel good and be in love.
Right. Okay. So you're also part of an indie label, correct? Mm-hmm. And this indie label also releases Grammy-nominated products, which is awesome.
Right.
Awesome sauce. In any case, so what's the name of this label, and how did you get recruited?
So it's the name is Adim Records. It's ADIM, and it starts as a friendship because I was lucky enough to know these guys, and they were like, we should just work together. And I'm like, yes, we should definitely do that. And I'm so proud of them. They're such amazing musicians. We have a couple bands in our label, both of them so unique and it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking forward like what's gonna happen next, because they're not gonna stop. They're just exploring, and something huge gonna happen really soon. I have good feelings about it.
So what kind of obstacles are you facing now, even as an indie artist with label support?
What do you mean?
Like,
what exactly do you mean?
Okay. Are there any like I don't want to call them setbacks, but like any, minor or major problems that you have to deal with when you have a label to support you, like versus an artist who has no support at all?
I wouldn't. Maybe I haven't faced any major downsides, but it's actually a good thing because they're always pushing me like, hey, it's a deadline. Hey, it's a deadline. Hey, you have to do this. And sometimes I can just wander in my own world, be like, yeah, but I'm in a rush. Like, no, you're in a rush. You actually have to do this and that. I'm like, okay, I'm in a rush. Definitely we're trying to figure out what we both want, because they're trying to propose me ideal situation, like what could work better, which I trust in them, but I have my vision and be like, no, but what about this? Be like, well, this is unlikely won't work. I'm like, no, but what are you gonna try? Like, okay, you can try it, but still, it's gonna work, And I believe you better like people who you work with, because if you're gonna stuck with them in the studio for hours, you better enjoy your time.
Definitely.
Yeah, nothing major yet. Maybe it's gonna come up. I don't know.
That's incredible.
Dark side is.
No, I'm not gonna wish that on you. So yeah.
I know. No,
yeah.
I don't like drama in my life.
That's great.
For some reason, I've been lucky enough to step away from it.
Yeah.
It's far.
And being in New York.
Yeah, you just walk around and smile. Like, I don't see nothing. My life is good.
Yeah.
I believe it's really how you take your life. You can face any situation so differently. You can be negative about it, positive about it, or just like, it's happening. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah. So I hear a very, very cool accent. Where are you from?
Ukraine, actually.
Nice. Okay.
Do you know where's Ukraine?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
A lot of talented people come from Ukraine.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're all here in New York City. Or LA. Oh, Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
All right. Here's our open floor or open mic, whichever you prefer, where you can like say anything that you like to say that I didn't bring up in the interview. You can rant, you can rave, you can praise, however you like to. Nothing is off limit, so have at it.
Well, I just love you guys for the time you share with me, and I hope you appreciate the music I do, and it's all, coming from my heart. So, life is good. Let's enjoy it together.
Definitely. All right, guys. After the music break, we'll be back to put our guest in our usual tradition. It is called the hot seat, and Kaiya gets to sing for us. Maybe Maybe do some poetry, spoken word. Maybe she can freestyle rap. I don't know. Tell us a joke or a story, or even play a live instrument. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. So when we come back, we'll find out if Kaiya has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of her true artistry. But for right now, we have Kaiya with her song, Give Me, and we'll be right back.
You got no time for me. Baby, can't you see? You're mine, you're on my mind, you're on my God for me. When you're here, when you're near, but you are never. Nothing gives you a clue. I will always love you.
Hello, and we are back. That was Kaiya with their song, Give Me. Oh my, what a wonderful song that was. Oh man, I just love the ambience and the chill of that particular record. Oh yeah, I have my sunglasses on. That's what kind of record that is, you know. You just gotta put your sunglasses on, block out everything else, and just vibe out to that record. So I'm going to tell you guys like the secret to wealth. Oh yeah, you're going to hear it. Like, I'm not going to sell you the answer. I'm just going to tell it to you, give it to you for free. So listen. Did you know that you can be as wealthy as right now if you choose to do so? Wealth is more than money and property. Wealth is what you don't need. The less you need, the wealthier you are. The opposite of wealthy is what? Needy. Oh yeah, if you said that, you're absolutely 100% correct. So there are two ways to be wealthy. One is to accumulate more and more to meet your ever-increasing needs. This can be tricky because usually as the means increase, so do the needs even faster. The other way is to simply let go of your needs, and you can do that anytime you choose. Ask yourself, What do you really need? Do you need 150 channels on your TV? Sounds good, but do you really have the time to surf 150 channels? If you do, man, you need to email me for a job, okay? I have a lot of things you can do, okay? Next, do you need a new car every 2 years? Think about it. Are you really driving and putting that many mileage on your vehicle in 2 years? Now, if you are, okay, yeah, I get that, like I do. I travel across the country all the time. So I'm in need of a vehicle probably every 2 to 3 years, give or take. But, you know, that's money you can save if you don't really need that. All right. Do you need another drink or cigarette? And if you're Michael, I know your story, so, but still, you don't. You don't, okay? If you think about it, add all those things together, like the drinking and the cigarettes, how much money you could actually have, right? Just think about it. Okay, enough thinking. So we're really not talking about money or material things here. No, we're talking about attitude. Money is a fine tool, one of the best, and material things can add beauty and richness to life. Work for them, treasure them, enjoy them, use them to enrich your life without needing them. Let go of your need to possess, and you are free to enjoy the limitless abundance of life. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But let's bring on the woman of the hour. Kaiya, you're back with us live in our hot seat. What do you have for us?
So, I have a story.
Nice.
And the story is just a story of everything.
Okay.
There was a guy, as in every story, you know, and I did a cover of a song for him of Lana Del Rey, Young and Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working on it like so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the song. And I give this song to him as a present. And he's like, I'll listen to it right now. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yes. I'm like, right in front of me? Like, yes. I'm like, okay. And he's listening in the headphones. And I can see that the look on his face changing. I can see that his eyes start watering. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's getting so emotional. And I guess what? He never heard Lana Del Rey song. I'm like, oh my god, okay. Well, he's into rock and roll, I guess. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell him that it's not my song, that it's actually a cover, because he's going to hear it on the radio. He's always driving somewhere, and he's going to be, like, not cool situation. So I just, you know, hold his hand. I'm like, honey, have you heard the song before? He's like, no, it's your song. I'm like, no, it's not my song. It's a Lana Del Rey. He's like, who is Lana Del Rey? I'm like, okay, well, anyways, I felt so bad. So I'm like, I need to write him a song now. So I started working on a song, and it's how I started working on my album. Because I'm like, I have to write now. Because I was in a position of being so lost. I'm like, oh my gosh, you think it's me? That I just learned how to write music and everything in half a year after he got me piano, and I'm a freaking genius of everything. So I wrote him a song. And then my music people was like, well, you should keep writing, so here's the album coming up. From one cover into the music. Bam.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Where would you want our listeners and your fans to connect with you on the internet?
So you can find me on, Instagram, every social media program, Facebook, or my website as Kaiya is Kaiya music, or KaiyaMusic.com. And yeah, hit me up. I'll check all your DM messages. I'm pretty good with answering. I love local musicians or not local musicians, or any people who just love music, enjoy music. So, thank you for your time. And if you have any wishes any suggestions, what you want to hear, hit me up too. I'm open-minded. I like to collaborate. If you want to write something together, we can do something together. I don't know, wherever.
All right, nice. Well, we want to thank you for your time, Kaiya, for joining us here tonight on the show. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Danny. I like your, spiritual attitude of vegan and everything.
Thank you.
No, I do a lot. I've been doing a raw diet since New Year, and it just feels so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People really don't get how food can make you feel.
People feel like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. They're like, don't, I feel great.
Yeah. Like when I stopped eating meat, I felt so free. I don't know if it was just
I just need the watermelon a day. I'm good.
Yeah, strawberries, in the mouth. Oh, wow.
Some cherries and peaches. And I'm all inspired, ready for anything. Well, thank you so much, Danny. It was a pleasure and a great time. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you. Thank you. You're the best.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the #1 rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.only1mediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.